Hello and welcome back to CES 2018, and this is the Peggy Smedley Show. My next guest is Labinot. Bytyqi. All right, I'll say Bytyqi. See, I'm trying so hard to get those names right. And you are the founder of Solaborate.
Yes.
So now, Hello 2 is the product, and we're excited because we actually saw you last year here at CES, and we came by and you were telling us about this product, and now you have the second version of this. So I want you to tell our listeners, because we were excited, we didn't get a chance to have you on the show, but this year we do.
Yeah.
And actually how this was, and I want to tell you the story, is you actually communicated with our engineer, David, and David said, we got to have you on the show, and this is how you're on the show this year. So now we made it happen. So tell us all about the product.
Yeah, so basically what we are a communication platform company, and we're comprised from hardware and software, and what we're trying to do is really make video conferencing and communication easy for both consumer and businesses. So the Hello product, first generation, just to give you a little background for the users, we actually featured that product in Kickstarter. We did about close to 1 million in pre-orders through Kickstarter.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. We shipped to all the backers, and during the time we worked very closely with our community to make sure that we're really working on solving this problem. And so that's how we came up with the second generation of our product. And so this is our second generation of product. And what we've done here is, by enabling and putting Hello on top of the TV, it transforms any television into a very powerful communication device for video conferencing, wireless sharing, broadcasting. We also have Amazon Alexa voice assistant built in, and also Google Google Assistant. So in other words, you don't need another assistant. This acts as your assistant and makes your TV very smart. Besides that, by working with the community, we basically also extended our Hello, so we can also have extensions. We call these Hello Gadget extension, and what they are is just a products that really extend the usage of Hello. So then you can communicate through Hello by extending these new interfaces, if you want to call it.
So the idea about Collaborate, what you're doing here is this Solaborate, if I get this right, is you're trying to get the idea of extending the ability to communicate in a quick, easy way, like we're using artificial intelligence in that way that we're saying Alexa's doing, and all the things that you've done, and made it easier. And that whole idea of hello, the idea of saying, here, to wake it up. And I remember when we met you last year, as you were saying, this is so easy, and you were waking it up and talking to us, and we were like, this seems so easy, and you're like, that's the point. Yes. It's so simple to do that, and it's the way that we communicate generally, that we don't want to have to use our phones. We want to use our voice to make things communicate.
That's correct, and one of, I think, the barriers, I think, when you look into the whole communication space, is that there's products, but they're really hard to use. So our whole idea was that anybody should be able to communicate easily through our platform. So what we made it cross-platform, easy to set up, and most importantly, like you said, it's all voice control, so it's really easy. You don't have to interact. You can also use other interaction. You can use your phone. We have also a remote that you can do it, but the idea, it's all voice control and easy use.
So who are you targeting with this then? Is your general target audience that you're hoping to do? Is it generally the home? You're trying to say, look, you can also use this for small business. What are you trying to do with this?
That's a really good question. I think when we initially put Hello there, the whole idea was we want to target professionals to really make them more productive, because all we do all day long is communicate on some shape or form, right? So that whole system is still pretty broken, because you have to go through different tools, different interfaces, and everything else. But then what we found out, that as we went up, we saw a very good use case for the home use, right? So about 50% of customers are business, 50% customers are consumer home usage. So it's really both business, because the communication doesn't stop just at home. You communicate as you go at the business. And what we've done is we kind of bridge that gap between sort of the home and the office, and that's where really Hello comes to play.
And it's an interesting thing that you point out there, because there's a lot of home businesses that are dual in that way, and that's where this product really serves that nice niche, because sometimes you have to do both, and that's where I thought this was an interesting product. Talk about a price point right now that you have for this.
Sure. So the first generation, it's retailing at $299 right now through our store and Amazon store. And Hello 2, we're still working on the pricing. We're actually very excited. We'll be launching Hello 2 and about 3 family products of Hello very soon here. And Kickstarter again, we want to continue the tradition. So we're excited to launch. The pricing is going to be very similar to Hello 1, but we will be making official in about a couple of weeks.
So you'll be on Kickstarter again with Hello 2. And what are you hoping to raise through Kickstarter?
We would like to achieve a 7-digit figure this time.
Okay.
So, but we'll see. This time we don't have only one product. We have multiple products, including an interactive touch display for digital whiteboarding. We couldn't bring it, it's too big. It's out of
Love the whiteboarding idea. That's what I heard you say, the
Yeah.
whiteboarding. That's amazing.
Yeah, so the whole whiteboarding was, the idea is we wanted to disrupt it and make it easy and simple. So one of the main use cases that we see, especially in a business, there's this whole new area, they don't call them anymore conference rooms, they call it huddle rooms. And they're much smaller conference rooms and becoming very popular in a lot of businesses and companies, because you want to meet with the people. And so besides that, we want to do is have ability for users to digitally write, because how many times we all have whiteboards at our offices, but somebody comes, wipes it out, you come five days later, it's like gone. So with this approach, it's all saved, but most importantly, it's not just that. Imagine you have a whiteboard in your office and you're trying to talk to somebody else. They cannot see what you're talking, what you're writing. With the new approach, it's this whole end-to-end collaboration. So whatever you write, they can see and can annotate and really collaborate in real time with you as well.
So technology-wise, you're saying you've got it with all the things you're doing with Amazon and things like this. Do you see yourself extending out to anyone else? Because now it's fighting in this world of who's going to take home the connected home environment, whether it's going to be Amazon, whether it's going to be, any of the others, whether it's going to be Samsung, whether it's going to be Google. Sure. Who's going to win the battle?
Yeah, for us, that's the beauty about our product. We really are open platform. We really want to support all the digital assistants or voice assistant out there. So we're going to also integrate with Microsoft Cortana. We're actually working with also IBM Watson. And our idea is very simple. In a lot of households or businesses, some people are Google fan, the other one are Amazon fan. So why not be able to use one device to achieve one? You don't need to have 5 different devices doing 5 different things.
So right now, that's exactly what's happening, because I think there are 5 different ones right now. If I think about Watson, there's Cortana, there's 5 of them now. There's going to be, right?
So we will have all the integration. As a new end user, you'll decide which one you want. If you want to use all 5 of them at the same time, you could. You can wake them up just by calling their keywords, like hey Cortana, hey Google, Alexa, whatever the case might be. And this is one of the, I think, big differentiate between us and what we're doing in go-to-market. And with I'm going to segue a little bit from that. That's why we're also announcing our creator edition of Hello, so then community can build any application on top of our platform. We're opening APIs, SDKs, so they can create different innovation, different applications on top of our platform. So then, to your point, maybe they can integrate all new kind of ways of communicating through Hello devices.
So you want an app world to this. You want to get those developers out there to be creative and come up with new ideas.
Absolutely, and the differentiate between us, we basically have a very complex back-end system where we do messaging and voice and video. We're going to open our platform so the community can build easy communication application by using our back-end and platform. But not only application, they can also build what we call gadget extensions, right? And so here's a hardware gadget extension. An example, this is what we call it, the Hello button, right? So I'm gonna open it up. And what it is, it's a simple way to extend, it's a reprogrammable button that anybody can extend. And so imagine you have maybe older parents or grandparents or whatever that not maybe technology savvy, but you want to communicate with them. Imagine you reprogram this on the table, and with one click they can call you. They don't have to pick up a phone, they don't have to do anything. It's that easy. Or you can apply different application. One of the interesting applications that we have in Hello is you can use Hello as a drop cam to monitor, like a security camera, if you want to call it. But community came to us and said, what about, I love, everybody has pets.
Oh, I was just thinking that. I want to see my 2 dogs who keep climbing on my couch all the time, every day. I want to see what they're doing.
Exactly, but not just that. Imagine now, you're out at work, you're watching your pet. You can teach actually your pets. That's why we have this silicon so they can actually compress this and they will be able to call you.
Now you're dreaming. I want to teach my pet to touch that. All right, I love that idea.
But so again, this is just some of the use cases that we're trying to get out there. And again, what we want to show to the community is how they actually can develop different hardware.
Can you come to my house and teach my golden how to do that?
Sure,
there you go.
why
I'm going
not?
to teach
Why
my
not?
golden. I love that idea. This is great.
Yeah.
This is absolutely amazing. I love it. I might have to go on your Kickstarter and start your Kickstarter. Might be the first Kickstarter I do will be yours. I might officially say my kids have all done Kickstarter. I might be the first one to do yours, just because I think it's great. Well, I think we are out of time, but tell my listeners where they can go, because they might have to join all on yours.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can go to our Solaborate.com or just go in Google and search Hello Device. And we're going to be on Kickstarter about 2-3 weeks here live, and love to share more with you guys. We're excited about the Hello 2 and where we're going, and we got some other announcement to make next couple of months to come. Really exciting.
Thank you for joining us. Hey, great, thanks. Glad you reached out to David. See, he thought it was a good idea too, so that is exciting. So all right, we're out of time for this segment, but you can tweet at us at ConnectedWMag, and you can always find out great things on Kickstarters. You can hear that. So stick around. We've got more to come right here on the Peggy Smedley Show, coming to you live, the podcasting voice of IoT and relevant technology. Remember, with great technology comes great responsibility. We will be right back right after this quick break.